Your Parliament Association. Oh yes.
It needs to be revived.
Yes. It needs to. It needs to be.
And then of course the innovation hub that would look into computer programming and gaming.
Yes. I think that is something that we need here in St. Kitts and Nevis because we have a lot of creative individuals. Also to the mention of an academy for music and performing arts. I think that's something that's important. I think a lot of performers, a lot of students who are in performing arts are asking for that.
Absolutely. And of course, the 5,000 jobs on the Jobs Now program. And he touched on sports, saying that there'll be a master sports program that would fund teams in basketball and netball and cricket. And really, what that would happen is revival out of these sports in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yes, and I think that would increase the sporting community. I mean, we have a big sporting community already, but that would energize it even more.
And then Shani was masterful.
Oh wow. She is bringing the feminine energy. She is bringing it full circle.
Absolutely. You know, she said her emphasis is on the elderly, the poor, the marginalized, and the vulnerable.
Yes, and she also talked about something important, the healthcare system, improving the healthcare system. She talked about making medicine affordable. She talked about a new hospital. We have a wonderful performance up here.
Yes, Delhi is really warming up the crowd, I think.
Yes, it is electrifying. I could barely hear what I'm saying. That is how energized the crowd is. Look at them. We have a lot of persons who are so enjoying this evening.
But you know what is interesting? Their grandmothers here, the people in wheelchair, they're the babies in the arm. There was the mother, the father.
Yes, you have. Yes, so many people from different walks, as you have said, and they're enjoying themselves. They like to say Pam dead, but Pam is sweet, sweet, sweet.
Well, you know what? Only the dead can be resurrected.
Yes, yes.
Who else can be resurrected?
Exactly.
This is Pam's resurrection.
Yes. Yes, and I believe that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, they're looking forward to a sweet, sweet, nice PAM CCM government.
But when you look at the comments on the live as well, people are also saying that they appreciate that there's no cursing, that the issues are being dealt with on the platform.
Yes, and I love to hear about Justin Hamilton, about national security. I love to hear about what he's saying about that, and we're going to more. But Lindsey Grant tonight was very electrifying. He was energetic.
Totally. You know, and he chose to go off script, and that worked for the crowd.
Yes, because the crowd was energized, and his endorsement by Dane Constant Mitchum was excellent. I think we had a fantastic night. We're having a fantastic night tonight.
Absolutely.
So I don't want nobody hold me back. Hey, positive energy, no negativity. The eyes and the price, nobody gonna stop me. So I don't want nobody hold me back. Why? So we are gonna push some more to achieve the goals in life. We are gonna push. You ready for the part now? You ready for it now? If you ready, put the flags in the air. Put your hands in the air. Now you see August Monday. That team, yeah? That team not afraid of nobody. Not afraid of nobody. That's why we sing, hey, said they not afraid of nobody. But they respect everybody. Papa CCM, nobody everywhere. Hey, we not back from. Send no boy, no better than. No boy, no. Good night, good night.
Someone in the crowd call the fire truck. PAM and CCM on fire. Call the fire truck. Come on. presented today. I am told he sent his horse all the way from Queen City, Nevis, for our leader, the representative for constituency number 5, the Honorable Sean Kerriches, for his nomination. Pamites, this is proof of the strength of the solidarity of the movement. From Nevis 9, introducing the only sheriff in town, leader of the Concerned Citizens Movement, and Premier of Nevis. Make some noise for the Honorable Mark Anthony Raham Radcliffe. CCM, tell them we can't clear. We can't clear. When the big blue machine touch on the scene, we can't clear. We can't clear. Show me your button finger. Your button finger. Show me your button.
Members and friends of the People's Action Movement, good night. I bring you greetings from Nevis and from the Concerned Citizens Movement, People's Action Movement, Concerned Citizens Movement, one movement moving people forward.
I'm moving away with me, family. With me, family.
You know, I had to be here tonight because, of course, we are here to launch our joint manifesto. And I apologize at the outset for the absence of my colleagues. But so willful is this man called Timothy Harris, he called the election in the heart of Culturama. And I know if Eric Evelyn was here tonight, Lindsay couldn't behave so up here. Because Eric, I know, would have challenged him in terms of dancing. Poor me not able. So I sat in the back and watched them do their thing. I can't dance, but I know how to talk. And so I'm here on the microphone this evening to say that this document that will be launched this evening, this manifesto provides a blueprint for the future of St. Christopher and Nevis. And I can think of no better team than the People's Action Movement and the Concerned Citizens Movement together.
Family.
One movement.
I me say family. Sure.
The principal characteristic that we need in any coalition arrangement, in any partnership, in any marriage, in any relationship, is trust. And that is why I feel comfortable being here in the great constituency of number 4 this evening, because I am confident that I can trust Sean Richards. I am confident that I can trust the People's Action Movement, because they have a track record of performance in this country which is unprecedented. And that is why I am here, and that is why I've come. So not because you don't see the big blue machine with me. I want you to understand that all of them in Nevis enjoying Culturama. And I'm sure that you would have been in Nevis too, were it not for the matter at hand, which is an election on August 5th. And I have said that August 5th is Freedom Day in our country. And when August 5th comes, I want the people here in St. Kitts, the supporters of the People's Action Movement, to make sure you go out early and you get the job done. We're hearing all manner of things. We're hearing about planes coming in filled with people from far off places. I am saying, stay focused. Don't get confused. Don't allow the noise to distract you. Go in there, go out early, take your family, take your friends, take your neighbor, and make the X for the People's Action Movement in St. Kitts. Because at the end of the day, it's not the hype, you know, it's the votes. Somebody say that Timo used to say he have the O. And I say go keep the O because PAM and CCM have the seats.
Damn strong, we're damn strong. Go away with your G.
And let me tell you, it's seats that you need to form government. This morning I'm home minding my business. I get some news flash, them say they do a poll. The poll said PAM dead, CCM deader. And when I came here tonight, they said, well, this is how dead in St. Kitts look. This sea of yellow that I see here tonight, me and I'll get frightened. I am saying to you, ignore the noise. They will say almost anything at this point. The People's Action Movement is strong, and the Concerned Citizens Movement is strong. And together, we will form the next government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Sean Richards and the team, I want to commend all who worked so hard to put this document together. I want you all, when you get the opportunity, they said they don't want to destroy the environment, so they'll distribute it electronically. I believe they use a different word. They say digitally. But I tell them I want to feel the paper in my hands, so they gave me a copy. But I want you to read it. I want you to look at the plans and programs covering every facet of our development. And I want you to see the visionary leadership that this team will bring to St. Kitts and Nevis. I want our young people to recognize that we're emphasizing education. We're emphasizing meaningful development. We're saying to the youngsters on the peace program that they and their program will be protected. We're saying to those on the STEP program, the PAP program, that all of these are programs that we helped to design and that we brought to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. In fact, the only thing that I can think about that Timothy Harris has come up with on his own is a $2.4 billion jail. And in Nevis, they call that the Harris Family Penitentiary. And I have said that any leader in any country that prioritizes incarceration over education is a failed leader.
They won't build no schools anymore. All them build will be prison.
Any leader that prioritizes incarceration over your health care is a failed leader. And come the 5th of August, I have no doubt on Freedom Day that you will do what is necessary to ensure that we restore decency and good governance to Church Street. You know, as the man who led the foreign ministry of this country for 7 years, the man who ensured that the St. Kitts Nevis passport is the most powerful in our entire region, I feel ashamed of what has been happening in our country. When people are calling me, because yes, they still call me, but who you think they call? Juicy? They call me because they recognize a real foreign minister from a fake foreign minister. So them still call me. And when they call me and I hear some of the concerns that they have, the fact that there was a Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Kigali in Rwanda, and the only country among the Commonwealth of Nations that did not vote for the Secretary General was St. Kitts and Nevis. Them not get the paperwork right. You think that could have happened under a real foreign minister? Can't happen. When I'm getting calls from important countries in our hemisphere that are saying that this administration or what is left of it is seeking to secretly start accepting Russians again into our CBI program. When Russia is being condemned for its invasion of Ukraine, I say they're putting our entire program and our entire country at risk. That could not happen under a proper foreign minister. Sean tell me I must talk about the foreign ministry. Sean, Lindsay get up here boast say he was the best tourism minister. Lindsay, me ain't gonna argue with you. But pound for pound, I was the best foreign minister in this country. You know how I know? You know how I know? Because for 7 years, St. Kitts and Nevis was never involved in any hint, any whiff of scandal. Not once. In fact, the closest that we came was some story about who beg, watch, and show. Yo! You see this watch? I bite. You see my blue shoes? I bite. Me never beg nobody. No watch. Me never beg nobody. No show. I don't beg people them things because my mother tell me, work for what you want. Yo! That's the closest that we came. And I said, what am I supposed to do? If a man want beg watch and beg shoe, that's his business. But the name of St. Kitts and Nevis was never once in 7 years involved in any shenanigans. Not once. And I believe that that is the mark of a good foreign minister and effective diplomacy. And that is why I don't tell the people in Nevis, I want back my work, and I'm coming back for my work on the 5th of August. Ladies and gentlemen, the Citizenship by Investment Program, that program was the brainchild of the People's Action Movement. Everything that is happening now in our country is about CBI. They tell me the first things that most children in St. Kitts and Nevis say now, their first words is not daddy and mommy, it's CBI. Everything is CBI. And CBI was the brainchild of the People's Action Movement, just like Port Zante, just like the Southeast Peninsula, just like government headquarters, just like RLB. Oh my goodness, PAM did everything in this country. You all have a proud legacy. And the Citizenship by Investment Program is one of them. But let me tell you, there are some headwinds. Because the European Union has already signaled that they have a problem with these programs. If we are hearing that they want to secretly restart allowing Russians into the program, I am telling you, there will be headwinds ahead. And that is why you need a serious government. Because serious times demand serious attention from serious people. And this team on this stage and the two that are missing because they had to be in Nevis tonight, Alexis Jeffers and Eric Evelyn. We are serious people. And we understand what it takes. We have the perfect blend of experience, of youth, and still maturity. As I like to say, we're old enough to know and still young enough to do. And that is why I feel so proud to be here tonight to endorse this document, which means that we have now before us a blueprint for the next 5 years. The hype is good, the music is good, the crowds are good. But at the end of the day, I want you to assure me that on the 5th of August, on that Freedom Day, you will go out and do what you have to do to ensure that we rescue St. Kitts and Nevis. Ladies and gentlemen, we promised the marijuana industry in St. Kitts and Nevis. I don't smoke marijuana, but people who smoke it say good. I say, if it's good for you, good for you. But we understand that there's economic value to be had. And my colleagues up here who are in the cabinet will tell you that almost every week I ask for an update what is happening with the marijuana industry for St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, the minute that Timothy gave it to Juicy, I know it wasn't going to go anywhere. Because Juicy is who you give things to when you don't want to progress them. So I was concerned, and that has stayed right there. But Sean Richards has promised me, and I accept that commitment from him, that this has to be at the top of our agenda. We have to create new industries to ensure that we diversify our economy. We create new jobs and new sector. And allow our country to move forward.
This morning I wake up, bless my eyes to the rising sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, PAM meetings are like CCM meetings, you know. CCM meeting, man, they talk for all 2 hours, PAM say 15 minutes, and that's it. And I never ever want to overstay my welcome down here. But I want you to understand that the reason I have made this trip tonight is to fully endorse the contents of this document. And to say to you that we have an excellent relationship. We have been deterred. We have been turned around. But we shall never be denied the St. Kitts and Nevis that we deserve. And that St. Kitts and Nevis is a place where every boy and girl, whether you're from Old Road or you come from Gingerland, every boy and girl can grow up to know that he or she can be whatever he or she wants to be. And every citizen of our country, every single citizen is assured of the full fruits of his or her citizenship. That is why we say fair share. Fair share is not only about Nevis getting what belongs to Nevis. Fair share is also about the people of St. Kitts getting what belongs to you. You know, when Lindsay spoke, he spoke from the heart. Because we sat in a cabinet where we were told this was no longer available. This program was closed. That program was closed. You know what it's like when you're a representative of people and people come to you and they make the case to you and you tell them you can't do anything because a program is closed. And then you look around and people in some constituencies are being added and added and added. Roofing program, all kinds of programs used for one purpose, to undermine the People's Action Movement, to undermine the Concerned Citizens Movement, and to build up. But guess what? All of that comes to an end on August 5th. All of it comes to an end. And listen, I am not asking for much. I just want to be in the parliament for the first sitting. I want to look across and see Timo and start to laugh.
Man gone, man ya, in you Makazima. Man gone, man ya, in you Makazima.
That is all I want to do. I don't want to never crazy. I'm going to start to laugh. Because imagine you mash up a whole government because you don't want to keep the promise. You mash up a whole government because you don't want to keep your commitments to your colleagues and to the country. Greed, corruption, and we said no more of that. That is why we wrote to the GG. And we said, listen, we are the majority, and in any democracy, you cannot have legitimacy as a prime minister unless you have the support of the majority. You are the majority, we are the majority, and we will ensure that we correct the ship, we right the ship of state on August 5th. That is Freedom Day. That is the day that the Lord hath made, and we will go forth and we will rejoice in it. St. Kitts, I don't tell all of you down here that the voting not start at 1, with all due respect to my friend Shani. The voting start at 9. I am going to bring 9, 10, and 11. So, Pam, what are you going to do? Pam, if I bring 9, and I bring 10, and I bring 11, what are you going to do? What are you going to do in number 1? Number 2? Number 3? Number 4? Number 5? Number 6? Number 7? Number 8? Well, let me tell you something. Today, with all the nomination that was going on, I have a little confession to make. I see my friend Sean on a big, big horse. And I say that I too once entered on a horse, but the horse was so big and it was at night. And the fellow who holding the, what you call it, the reins for the horse, the fellow had a little stutter. A fellow from Antigua, he said, boss, a horse not like night, you know. A horse not like light. So the people have turned off the light for me to come in on the horse and then put on the light and see the people. So me say, what the horse gonna do if he see light? He tell me, the horse might bolt. I said, bolt with who? I jumped on off the horse early. So when I see Sean, I say, Sean, hold on tight. Whatever you do, don't fall off the horse. Yeah. And let me tell you all, you know, PAM people, you're so funny. You put the horse in some yellow clothes. Yeah. I believe it is one of the best nomination days that we have had. Yeah. And members and friends of the People's Action Movement, I am asking you to increase the momentum all the way to August 5th. I want us to ensure that when the Saints go marching in on August 5th, that we are all in that number. Ensure that you make your mark for the People's Action Movement. Ensure that you make your mark for the Concerned Citizens Movement. Together, 2 islands, 1 federation, 1 movement, moving our people forward. That is why we're here. As I leave the stage and as I head back to Nevis, let me ask you, members and friends of the People's Action Movement, those of the Concerned Citizens Movement, let me ask you something. Y'all ready? I can't hear you. PAM, are you ready? Let me hear you make some noise in all road. People's Action Movement, are you ready? Good night and God bless you.
We must win, we must win, we must win, we must win. Yes, I love I, touch I, Jamai. We must win, we must win, we must win, we must win.
Pamites, as Mark said, increase the momentum. Make some more noise for the sheriff. All right, quickly, I have some housekeeping matters. As we go green, our manifesto is digital, and you can view the manifesto at the end of tonight's presentation at our interactive kiosk. Thursday night, Market Street with John L. Powell. Constituency number 2. Friday night, Youth Rally. Constituency number 1, Newtown Sporting Complex with Natasha Gray. All right? Okay. At this time, we'll pause for a video presentation of Nomination Day.
Remember a time we didn't know if a change was possible, and the journal come around and drive for the cloud, get praises from CARICOM, specialize in helping people, a degree in love and reason. So when a time to come out and time to go out, the people shouting out loud, who is the man for the mission? Who is the one with the vision?
When the election bell ring, everybody knows I am a win. Justly Hamilton not accept defeat. Full suit of gold we must the street. I'm around the place.
He got the better plan, but if he plan up a tree, and he can sit you see. Are you ready? 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 Ready, 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 ready. On the go with my, on the go with my, oh, on the go with my, on the go with my, oh. Getting it done with Lincoln. Getting it done, hey, with Lincoln. Yes, getting it done with Lincoln. No more them I get whooped. Them I get whooped. From the farm to the table, joy is able to deliver and see us through. From the farm to the table, joy.
We vote in Mashani, we vote in Mashani, we vote in Mashani, we vote in Mashani, Natasha Gray. That's what we say, that's what we say. We vote in Shani, on election day. One nation, one community.
You go bring your friends, I go bring my friends, and we friends will all vote together. Cause Sean is the best man for the country, the best leader for we. We voting for Sean Richardson. A man with a plan who cares and understand this election. We going with PAM. We voting Sean Richardson. Go tell everybody he's the best man for we country. Right now we need a strong leader, a man who could make things better. From Sandy Point to Frigate Bay, Sean is the man to lead the way. We just need a caring person, someone with a hopeful vision. So anybody else who that is, Sean from St. Kitts, the we voting for Sean Richardson, the best leader. All you come, choo. You go bring your friends, I go bring my friends, and we friends will all vote.
Mark the horse here from Nevis. A real Nevis horse. Members and friends, please help me make welcome to perform for us Ease Out.
Yeah man, somebody say is it? Oh, that's only one time DJ. For me feeling nice, for me come to support the party, let me see flags the one time, man. You know what I mean? You don't know my colleagues are still straight out the same price, you know what I mean? Let's all have a respect, you know, to one another. You know what I mean, love? It's so amazing to see my people living in harmony. It's so appealing to see my looking for the family. Mr. Pina, we feel up me wonder if you bitter. See enemies are linked with one another. Please me help you upon them days, yeah. Pull up DJ, hold it. Hold it. What is that? Big up one time. Acha, hold it. Wanna love your team? You love your team? Stand up for me, please. Come on, everybody stand up, man. Feeling the vibes right now, no? Yeah? Run it again. Yeah, man. You don't know to pick up a party on time every time, you know? You don't know to your vote, who your vote, trust you, I'm still, you know? Yeah, man. Watch it, man. Sing on. It's so amazing to see my people living in harmony. It's so appealing to see my people. I'm saying, looking for the real man. Let me see the flags in the man. Me stepping on the streets, me feel up me one day. See enemies are linked with honor. Please me happy we upon them days, yeah. Then with the going on, how many more youths have to go without the father? Compromise to success of the please me happy. From when anyone you see with me, no man. Say look how the place full of us again. Look how the place full of energy. So when me say energy, me talk about unity. Look how me cool link to me brother them. From in a different community. Life on a game, me no want be enemy. Respect the peace, my little brother.
Man, make a money get cheap with butter. We don't want no weapons to hold the strength. Someone bad mind. I say, man, I will find Afghanistan. Shuttle be to like to get to Pakistan. Look how the nation is. Look how the place is full of eyes. East and West are still civilized. Oh, what in federation? And if you love it, we don't need one. It's a hard to lose a mother connection. It's a hard to lose a friend. So look how the place full of us again. Next check one time. Yeah, man, for me feeling blessed tonight. For me feeling blessed tonight, say PAM. For me feeling blessed tonight, say PAM. Think about yourself one time, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know me still. Everybody one time, you know what I mean? For me feeling blessed. The more they fight, the more they try. Knowing that this chance, somebody say yeah. Cause I'm blessed. Watch out, man. Somewhere with a million problems. Never find time to solve them when I hear them up. Yeah. Contaminate the soul, fire me upon them. Like a banquet jar them. Can't you just spin away me around? Yeah. Some critical glance and look into your life. Judge and criticize them all one. I say me just to me living sanctified. So when me lose me pride, fear to the most high. 10,000 of me no easily for child. So we put you go so if I could see. I'm trying to man. The more they fight, the more me try. Knowing that this chance, somebody say yeah. Next check one time, you know what I mean? You go for a good time, that's a long time you see it. When the minister wants some energy, you know. You know what I mean? Big up all the PAM people that one time. So we no follow back up. You gone? You might bless up, you know. Catch on the man. With the flags them. So we no follow people. Hey, protect your pride, no lose. No lose, man. Stand firm, we never build, and that's how we do. Let me say, righteous you like good and never dream. So we no follow people. So we are we wanna live. Hey, protect your pride, no lose. Stand firm, we never build, and that's how we do. My mama told me, son, you know by the company you keep. Let me say, help mouth can't help backside when you are bleed. Step on the street and our part. Too easy influence. Come and let them have no sense. They do the weirdest thing to get a forward, to get a name called. Come and like somebody know them. Watch you know? Yeah. I just want to ease me mind right now. Listen now. I gotta feel my mind. Huh? He asking for strength from the most high. Yeah. Say anywhere. Anywhere. Say under the volume. What you say? I gotta feel my mind. Right. Asking for strength from the most high. Carter! Anywhere, say anywhere. We don't let them call you just see me still. That's all about respect every time.
Let's give it up one more time for Ease Out. Pamates! When I said we had royalty in the house, I meant it. So I'm going to ask the crowd to go to your left a little bit and go to your right while I introduce the next speaker. The next speaker is very, very famous. When they say, don't say PAM, he said, hell no. He said, hell no. Introducing the best Prime Minister ever of the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis, national hero, our Moses, none other than Sir Kennedy Simmons to introduce our Joshua.
All you come, true. You go bring Sean Richards, the best leader. All you come, true. You go bring your friends, I go bring my friends, and we friends will all vote together. Cause Sean is the best man for the country, the best leader for we voting for Sean Richards, Lord. A man with a plan who cares and understand this election. We going with PAM. We voting Sean Richards, Lord. Go tell everybody he's the best man for we country. Right now we need a strong leader, a man who could make things better. From Sandy Point to Frigate Bay, Sean is the man to lead the way. We just need a caring person, someone with a hopeful vision. So anybody else who that is Sean from St. Kitts the West. We voting for Sean Richards, Lord. A man with a plan who cares and understand this election. We going with PAM. We voting Sean Richards, Lord. Go tell everybody he's the best man for we country. Who we voting for? We keeping the peace. Step for everybody. Better housing solution. Fixing healthcare and employment. Oh, yeah. Time to vote. Time to vote. Time to vote. Time to vote. We voting for Sean Richards, Lord.
Members and friends of the People's Action Movement. Lord, what a crowd. This crowd here too big, boy. I can't tell this crowd good night all in one time. I got to take it piece by piece. Good night, all you over here. Good night, over on the right. Good night, right down the middle, all the way to the back. Good night, everybody. I listen and watch every PAM meeting. And I hear in a slogan that I love. But I know this is the young people time, and it's the young people slogan. But another won't mind if I borrow it tonight. But let me warn you, maybe I can't say it properly, eh? So you got to help me. So, Lord, here it goes. PAM, nice, eh? So, you gotta tell me, you gotta help me. Come, how is PAM? Nice. How PAM? PAM, sweet. Yes. Now, even you who are listening on radio, watching on YouTube and Facebook, let me hear you say it. 1, 2, 3. PAM, nice. PAM, sweet. Mr. Leader, it's a good thing I had nomination, they done gone, because I almost feel like a candidate again. I can already feel like the victory coming on Friday the 5th of August, Liberation Day. And when I look at you tonight, I am so encouraged. And it's not just the crowd, it's the young people. PAM is in good hands, right? I love this momentum, and I love this massive crowd here tonight. So if you love PAM,
Let me hear you say it. Call the name. Say, I love PAM. If you think PAM strong, say it. PAM strong. Don't be afraid to say PAM. Otherwise, I'm going to have to say another hell no. I have no doubt in my mind. I know exactly who I voted for. Next Friday. This platform having a load of man up here. But I voted for Shani. In number one.
Shani, go! We voted for Shani. We voted for Shani. Jump. We voted for Shani.
Let me just tell you something. This election easy, you know. Everybody telling you it's hard. This election easy, you know. If PAM people vote for PAM, PAM will win.
We must win, pam, we must win, pam, we must win, pam, we must win, pam, yes.
It's time to stop all the hemming and hawing. Huh? But brothers and sisters, I would have liked to get away, but I didn't come here tonight to get away. I came here simply to introduce our national political leader and the next Prime Minister of this country, the Honorable Sean.
You go bring your friends, I go bring my friends, and we friends will all vote together. Cause Sean is the best man for the country, the best leader for we. We voting for Sean Richards.
Before I get into the actual presentation, Sean, please, you notice I said please? This is the leader of PAM. I can't tell him come up here. Sean, please, come forward. Yeah. Now, all of you who have pictures to take the picture.
Yeah.
Take the picture. Right? Yes, send this picture all around the world. Because tonight, history is being made. You can all say, I was there. And I'll bet you, people who ain't even smell Green Tree tonight, they're going to say they was there too. When the first PAM Prime Minister, right, meet and take the picture with, right, the next PAM Prime Minister from the historic town of Sandhurst.
You go bring your voting for Sean Richards, Lord. A man with a plan who cares and understand this election. We going with PAM. We voting Sean.
Thank you. Brothers and sisters, as a former leader of this party and as a former Prime Minister, I am here to tell you that PAM and CCM represent the best hope for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis. As a man and as a citizen who is now retired, I am very happy to say that the leadership of St. Kitts and Nevis will be in good hands when Sean Richards is sworn in as our next Prime Minister. When you are a leader of anything, but especially a country like St. Kitts and Nevis, there are some qualities that you must possess. You must be honest. You must have integrity. You must be trustworthy. And you must be a visionary. And above all, you must be for the people. All of these qualities are part of Sean Richards' political and human DNA. when it comes to the quality of trust, if the people cannot trust your word, even when you write your signature and they still can't trust it, brothers and sisters, then there will be no confidence. If people cannot hold your word as your bond, then you would have no credibility. And one thing is certain, that the man masquerading, boy, plenty masqueraders out today, as a prime minister, has no credibility. No matter how you clean him up, brush him off, brush down the floor, and put some nice expensive clothes on him, fix the handkerchief in the pocket and put him out the door. Brothers and sisters, you will know him for what he is, because the greedy snout will still be putting out, and you will see he's still a wolf in sheep clothing. People look to their leaders to be honest with them, to be caring and concerned about their future, not to be pretending that they care just to get a vote. But I am happy that our leader has the right qualities and can never be accused of seeking to abuse and misuse the trust of the people. Our leader comes from the Richards family in the historic town of Sandy Point. And that family is made up of good people who have integrity and trust. Boy, this is like Independence Night when a little drizzle of blessing fell upon us. And that family is made up of good people who have integrity and trust. And you know for yourself, our esteemed leader has always told you, and you know that when it comes to Sean, there are no gimmicks. Okay. Some of you may embrace that simply as a slogan, but it is more than that. It is a firm commitment that Sean is genuine and will be honest with you, and he would not deceive you. This is a message that every one of us as citizens can accept without fear of betrayal. It is also a message that every businessman and woman in this country can accept as a bond. Sean, as our next Prime Minister, is this country's best hope for the business sector. PAM leaders, including Sean, have always been about fewer taxes, lower taxes, a private sector-led economy, and creating the right environment for economic development. PAM, CCM, with Sean Richards at the helm, represent the only choice to build a strong economy. When I served as Prime Minister, St. Kitts and Nevis had the best economic performance in the whole of Latin America and the Caribbean. With Sean Richards as Prime Minister, he will have all the support from our experts to transform and build a modern St. Kitts and Nevis economy. Put your trust in the leadership of Sean Richards. His skills as an experienced parliamentarian of almost 20 years, and I can't forget how standing there alone in this parliament among the wolves, Sean held his own. Sean stood up for us. He was our lone voice in there. Brothers and sisters, Sean Richards has the qualifications as a certified public accountant. And that convinces me, too, that our leader is ready for the job as Prime Minister. He has a clear vision for this country. He knows exactly what it takes to manage the affairs of these two islands. And most importantly, the Honorable Sean Richards has the compassion and understanding that for St. Kitts and Nevis to advance, then Nevis too must have its fair share to thrive together as one federation. Sean Richards is a leader who knows and understands that the people of Newton Ground in St. Kitts and the citizens in Cox Village in Nevis have an equal right, just like anyone in Bastille or Charlestown, to have a good and peaceful life. Our short leader, the Honorable Sean Richards, would be the type of Prime Minister who believes that our senior citizens must be given easy access to affordable health care. As a man and a father, Sean Richards understands that every young boy and girl deserves a good education, a decent job, and a hand up to help their small business. Pam and Sean will not fool you with a 24-hour handout, then abandon you as others have done. As a man who hails from humble circumstances, our leader, Sean Richards, will be a Prime Minister who knows what it feels like to help our struggling families, especially single mothers. He knows and understands that as a future Prime Minister, he must provide affordable homes for all of our people. And let me tell you, Sean Richards is not the type of leader who would build all the houses in his constituency. He would share them across the nation where the need exists. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter if you are a PAM. What matters is that first you are a human being, a compassionate human being. So PAM and Labour people will benefit under Prime Minister Richards. Notice as a Labour people, PAM, Labour, CC, Labour, PLP Labour, and the other red kind of Labour. All Labour is Labour. But every citizen in our country, whether you be Labour, CCM, NRP, we have to be the government for everybody when the election is over. There is another reason that I'm here to introduce and support our next Prime Minister. I am here because Sean Richards is a loyal man. He's a man who is in touch with the people, and he's the best for the country now as we face serious challenges that lie ahead. I invite all PAM supporters who may have drifted for one reason or another. Now, come back home to PAM. Come back home to now. No. If every PAM vote PAM, we will win the election. But PAM needs your help. And Sean Richards needs your help. Why? To rescue our country. That's why. Brothers and sisters, for those who are being threatened, and we know that some people are being threatened and told that if they support PAM, they would lose their jobs. I say to you, first, the vote is secret. Nobody will know who you vote for. But secondly, that threat is a good reason to vote them out. But one final piece of advice. You do not need to be fearful, because after August the 5th, Sean will be Prime Minister. So you don't worry about that. No? As I close, let me repeat what I've been hearing in a new PAM song. I ain't going to sing it because I don't want you to be laughing. I want you to seriously pay attention to the words. The words are very serious. You can't convince me talking negative about my party because I am PAM strong.
Voting, PAM strong. We're PAM strong. Go away with your
Go away with your trickery, your money, and your bribery because I am PAM strong. You're vexed with my leader for trying to honor his promise, but we are PAM strong.
PAM strong. We're PAM strong.
Our leader, it was foolish to take his kindness for weakness, but we PAM strong.
You're PAM strong. We're PAM strong.
Our leader has proved his integrity, demonstrating his leadership quality. You tried to disgrace him, telling us to replace him, but no way, hell no, because we PAM strong. Brothers and sisters, I stand here tonight and I tell you that I am PAM to the core, which you know, but I am not just a member of PAM. I am a founding member of PAM, one who was there the first day that PAM was talked about. And with that background, I have no doubt whatsoever in my mind that the Honorable Sean Richards would be the best leader to champion the economic, social, and political development of our beloved country. And I said to all PAM, this country needs you more than ever. And PAM with CCM is the best solution for the leadership of this country going forward. Directed, led, and steered through the troubled waters of the future by none other than Sean Kenneth Richards. Come, Sean.
The best leader. On your come, true. You go bring your friends, I go bring my friends, and we friends will all vote together. Cause Sean is the best man for the country. The best leader for we. We voting for Sean Richards. A man with a plan who cares and understands this election. We going with PAM. We voting Sean Richards. Go tell everybody he's the best man for we country. Right now we need a strong leader, a man who could make things better. From Sandy Point to Frigate Bay, Sean is the man to lead the way. We just need a caring person, someone with a hopeful vision. So anybody else who that is, Sean from St. Kitts the best. We voting for Sean Richards.
Members, friends, supporters of the People's Action Movement, good evening. No gimmicks? No gimmicks? No gimmicks? Next election? Tonight, I want to thank all of you for the support that you gave to all of the candidates today on nomination day. I can say to you that in Sandy Point, I had a wonderful time. And I must say a very special thank you to all of my loving constituents for their support in Sandy Point. A very special thank you to Tracia and Dawn for nominating me. I must also single out one particular lady, And that lady is none other than Pixie. Pixie met me one day, and Pixie said, Honorable, what you think about going to get nominated on a horse? I said, Pixie, you sure about it? She said, yes. This morning she told me she gone into Bastille because she gone to look some materials to dress up the horse. And indeed, the horse was very well dressed. And so it's a very special thanks to Pixie and also to the owners of the horse and to the two young men who were there, ensuring that the horse was well led. I understand that Johnny Blois made the clothes for the horse. So thank you also to Johnny Blois. The rest of you, you don't have to feel jealous. It's just that we have talent in Sandy Point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Up until now, the horse has some of them, like they're going crazy, talking about Sean being nominated on the horse. But tell them, if the horse got them talking now, imagine when Sean is sworn in as the Prime Minister of this country when we do it in grand style. As I continue, let me say a very special thank you to our first Prime Minister, Sir Kennedy Alphonse Simmons, for his endorsement this evening. You know, as Sir Kennedy was speaking, I said to myself, some people can't find any former Prime Minister to come on stage to introduce them because the former Prime Minister fired them. Thank you, sir. Thirdly, I say thank you to Cindy for doing a fantastic job this evening. However, Marsha, you could teach Cindy to dance, that's okay. However, as I speak about cheering, has anyone seen the cheer from last night, Diddy, DeAndre Carey? Yeah. I understand. Diddy come forward. I understand that today is her birthday. So I want you all to say happy birthday to Diddy. King Sakweti, where are you? Come sing happy birthday for Diddy for us, please. Happy birthday.
Where's Diddy? Hello there. It's your special day? Okay. Every one of us is going to sing. Are you guys ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hi, hi. Happy birthday, dear Didi. Happy birthday. We can do better than that, right? Happy to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dee Dee. Happy birthday to you. Are you a friend of the leader? Are you a friend? Okay. We're PAM strong.
Thank you. King Secretary is a multiple national calypso king, and we thank him for singing for Diddy this evening. Yes, Barbie, you alone, king. Tonight, we are here for the launch of our manifesto. And indeed, it is a special evening. You have heard from persons such as Dave Mitchum, who introduced Lindsay Fitzpatrick Grant, the representative who we are sure will continue to represent this constituency. Now, I don't have much time to speak this evening. But when you have a good team, you don't have to worry. I want you to big up the team for doing a fabulous job in terms of speaking to you tonight about our manifesto. For those who are interested, there is a tent to the back. You have some kiosk in that tent, and you can go there and flip through the manifesto page by page and see the content of the manifesto. As a matter of fact, some of you would be happy to see your pictures on some of the different pages, because this manifesto is about you, the people of this country. The fact is, when we came up with this manifesto, we did not put anybody in a back room and said to those persons to pull out pen and pull out paper and start to write a manifesto that you believe the people of this country want to see. We canvass the people of this country from constituency to constituency, week after week, hearing from you as to what you would like to see your PAM and CCM government do as they represent you as the next government of this country. Therefore, the manifesto that we present to you this evening is a manifesto that represents your dreams and your aspirations in this country. So tonight, our manifesto focuses on our commitment to you, the people of this country. For those of you who go to church, when you go to church, you would hear phrases such as you're making a covenant with God. Our manifesto represents our covenant with you, the people. It is our promise that you can hold us to. As you go through our manifesto, paragraph by paragraph, subject by subject, you will get an idea as to what we intend to do for you. As a matter of fact, we have outlined specific promises that we intend to bring to you, the people, within the first 100 days of being in government in this country starting August 6. We intend to immediately go to work on behalf of you, the people of this country. We guarantee you that we will bring economic development to you. Our manifesto represents social development for you, the people of this country. it represents your pursuit of a better life in this country. To you, we say that within the first 100 days, you can expect us to keep our promises to you, the people. Because in Sean Richards, you can find leadership that you can trust. Within the first 100 days, we will launch our Dream Fund. Our Dream Fund of $100 million so that persons who want to start their own business will be able to access money from our Dream Fund. Today, before I was nominated, I went to visit several persons in Sandy Point. And as I visited those persons, I had a young man with me by the name of Wing. When I got to where Wing lives, Wing took out an estimate and he showed it to me. He said, Honorable, I want to build on a shop on this house that I am living in. I said to Wing, that is why we have launched a Dream Fund in this country, to be able to meet the dreams of people, young men in this country, such as you. What stands out for me, Wing comes from a family that has never owned a business in this country. Wing is a young man just 20-something years of age. Wing works on the STEP program as a landscaper. But Wing, just like every other young man and woman in this country, he has aspirations, he has dreams. He hasn't allowed the fact that he doesn't come from a rich family, that he doesn't come from a family which has a business background to deter him in terms of having ambition in this country. It is persons like Wing that we want to put the Dream Fund in place for, so that he, just like any rich man in this country, can pursue his dream of having that shop in the neighborhood in which he lives. And I'm seeing Wing right there. Wing, put up your hands for them to see. Some may say that Wing doesn't have the accounting skills to start a business. Some may say that he doesn't have the managerial skills to start a business. But to those persons we say, that is part of the Dream Fund, ensuring that those who do not have those skills, we are able to teach them those skills as part of the Dream Fund.
Better days are coming, change your ways.
I recall a few weeks ago when we went to Sadler's, a young lady got up and she lamented the fact that she's not working for several weeks, for several months in this country. She also said that she has an adult son at home who also is unemployed. It is because we heard the cries of that lady in Sadler's why we have come up with the program Jobs Now. We recognize that lady, that her son represent a number of young persons in this country who are unemployed. Jobs Now represent a real opportunity for those young persons to be able to find employment. Under Jobs Now, we intend within the next 5 years to create 5,000 jobs in this country. 5,000 real jobs for real people looking for real opportunities in this country. So I said to the young lady in Sadler's, I said to the young men in Sandy Point, I said to all of the unemployed people in this country, that PAM and CCM giving you a manifesto that will ensure that you are able to find jobs in this, the land of your birth. No longer, when you look within the halls of government, you can find all the Harrises working, but the young men and women of this country cannot find employment. We say that must come to an end. Jonel spoke about the TVET program, which will be used to ensure that your skills are upgraded, so that if you want to become an electrician, you can get the training to become an electrician. If you want to become a plumber, that training will be available to you so that you can find employment in this country. We will ensure that as part of jobs now, that persons with disabilities are given certain privileges. And in that regard, I take time out tonight to thank Mary Nurse Clark from St. Peter's, who I sat down with last week, and she was able to give me some insight as to the needs of persons with disabilities in this country. I said to Mary, and I said to the persons with disabilities, that your time is coming with a PAM and CCM administration. Our housing program represents the best hope for those in this country who are trying to get a house. I speak of persons such as Javon Pemberton from Sandy Point. Because Javon, I have promised her a house, because Javon deserves a house. She deserves better living conditions. I speak to the young man who I canvassed with Lindsay in this constituency, who said he is young, but all he's in need of is a house for his grandmother, and she's tired of applying, and she's getting older, and she has given service to this country. That is why we say, within the first term, we must build 1,000 homes. Not 1,000 homes in Sandy Point. Not 1,000 homes in this constituency. 1,000 homes spread across all of the constituencies here in St. Kitts. Because up here, we are about all helping each other, and not one greedy, selfish man taking all of the houses for himself. Tonight, as I came here and I stood up, a young lady came across to me. She said hello, and she gave me a hug. She then said to me, I am back, I am finished studying. I now have my master's degree, and I want to say a very special thank you to you for helping me to get that scholarship to go and study. Our agenda within the first 100 days involves giving more young persons the opportunity to be able to get scholarships in this country. We believe that if more of our people are educated, at the end of the day, we have a better society, and that is our agenda for the people of this country. We have spoken about the Constituency Empowerment Fund, and that Constituency Empowerment Fund will be made available to all elected representatives. So at the end of the day, when PAM and CCM are in government, if you have a Labour representative in opposition, that Labour representative will also have access to that Constituency Empowerment Fund. Each constituency elected representative will have access to $100,000 in a Constituency Empowerment Fund. This morning, I went down to the community of camps with Milo, and we looked specifically at a drainage problem in that community. That constituency empowerment fund can be used to help to solve that problem in the camps community. It therefore means Milo doesn't have to come to me as the Prime Minister and say to me that I need money in order to solve the drainage problem in my community. He can use some of his money from the Constituency Empowerment Fund as the next representative for West Bastille to solve that problem in camps. Our 100-day plan involves the construction of a brand new hospital in this country. We have heard, yes, Milo is in your constituency again. We have heard the cries of the elderly. We have heard the cries of those who have gone to JNF and are dissatisfied with the service, especially with the condition of JNF. I have heard the cries of the young lady in my constituency who I visited and said she was dissatisfied with the fact that the bathrooms up there are hardly adequate for the number of patients at the hospital. I have heard the cries of those who said they don't feel like they have any privacy at all up at JNF. We have heard your cries, and we will bring a brand new hospital to you, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. To those who have spoken to us about the need for national health insurance, we said to you within the first 100 days, we will ensure that national health insurance come to you, the people of this country. And in keeping with our commitment of putting the well-being of people first, we will ensure that PAP, STEP, and PEACE help those who are most in need. Not that some of you apply for PAP can get it, and people living overseas can be on the PAP program. That must come to an end. I visited 2 days ago the playfield in Newtown with Shani, and we said to you that we will make $50 million available for the arts, for the creatives, and for the development of sports within this country. We recognize that our artists, all they need is that support to develop themselves. You heard a number of them on stage tonight. Give them a next round of applause. They can compete with just about anyone, whether locally or overseas. All they need is our support. Now I've been told we have a permission for speaking only up until midnight tonight. And I have said to you, I keep my promise. And we made a promise to the police that we will only speak until midnight and allow the music to play after. Sean Richards is a man that you can trust. And just as you are able to say that you can trust Sean Richards, the police officers must be able to say that Sean Richards, PAM, they are people of their word. You can trust them. And so as I close tonight, I say to you, take a look at our manifesto. Tomorrow it will be available online so that all of you can go online and read our manifesto. It is a manifesto which represents the best hope for this country. It is a manifesto which lays out a clear vision, a clear path towards prosperity and development for you, the people of this country. It is a manifesto which has been shaped by your dreams. It has been shaped by your ideas. It has been shaped by your aspirations for economic growth and development in this country. So while the manifesto may say PAM and CCM Manifesto, it is the people's manifesto. It is your manifesto. However, in order for us to be able to implement what is in the manifesto, you have to vote for the candidates of the People's Action Movement and CCM. And so in constituency number 1, your vote must go to none other than Natasha Shani Gray Brooks. As you move next door to Central Bastille, your only choice must be Jonel Powell in Central Bastille. In constituency number 3, your vote is for none other than Corvin Milo Freeman. In number 4, it is Grant for sure in number 4. And in number 6, place your confidence in Troy Flanders. In number 7, we have given to you a gentleman in Lincoln, David Pell. And in number 8, you have none other than Chesley Barcoliko Hamilton. Nevis 9, you have Mark Brantley. Nevis 10, you have Eric Evelyn. And Nevis 11, you have the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. This is your team, the best team which represents the best hope for this country. As I close, I thank you. I ain't a crazy man. As I close, I want to thank you for coming out to this meeting. There isn't any meeting tomorrow night. But tomorrow, in the constituency of the one and only representative for constituency number 5, the Honorable Sean Kenneth Richards, we have our meetup for polling Division 5 in Victory. So you're all invited to attend. And Socrates already gone off the stage. But when Smarlax comes on, Pixie likes to walk up. So Smarlax, make sure you sing the birthday song for Pixie when you all come on stage. Angia, my apologies. Her sister Angia celebrated birthday yesterday, just a few minutes ago. So Angia, they're going to sing a nice, mellow, Christian kind of song for you. And when they finish with that one, I don't want the pastor to try out the church. They're going to sing a nice walk-up song for Pixie. Happy birthday, ladies.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Pamites! How are you feeling? You've heard, you've seen, you've witnessed our manifesto launch. And we must celebrate it. Putting you first. Moving our people forward. 2 islands, 1 federation, 1 movement under God. Now we have a few housekeeping matters. I got a note that the vehicle PA 7311 is blocking access to the lawn. If you can kindly move your vehicle, please. In addition to the C5 meetup in Victory, there's a meetup tomorrow in C1, Pond Road and C East constituency. and Situ Pine Gardens. Now, we are winding down, but before we wind down, we have about 45 minutes left. So we're going to have highlights, and after highlights, we're going to have small acts band, then we're going to celebrate, enjoy ourselves, and then we move forward to the other meetings, Thursday and Friday. And please remember to continue hitting the pavement because I can feel the wind. Can you feel the wind? Can you feel the wind? Can you feel the wind? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Thank you very much and enjoy highlights and small acts band.
Dr. Sweeney, what a historic night tonight has been. What are your impressions?
I think it's really an outstanding evening, and it's really nice to see so many people coming back and understanding that PAM has built this country and placed it at a point where even today we are benefiting from the things of the 1980s. It's a wonderful evening.
Absolutely. And I thought that Dr. Simmons' endorsement of Sean Richards was just phenomenal.
Well, Dr. Simmons is special. And we really value the presence of somebody like Dr. Simmons. So when Dr. Simmons comes and gives an endorsement, he really takes it to a different level. And we just have to be fortunate that there's someone like Dr. Simmons who can be here. No, we just have to be fortunate that there's somebody like Dr. Simmons who is still here to help guide the younger ones, share his wisdom, and actually ensure that the country continues in good hands.
I totally agree. Azad, do you have any points to make about tonight?
Well, I love the fact that the Honorable Matt Brantley endorsed the Honorable Sean Richards as the next Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. I love the fact that the Right Honorable Sir Kennedy Simmons, our first living national hero, endorsed our next Prime Minister, the Honorable Sean Richards. I love the vibes, I love the energy that is happening here today.
Absolutely.
And you know, this must really mean a lot to young people in particular. It's the only living national hero who is here. And to see Sir Kennedy coming on stage and actually lending his wisdom, lending all that he has developed over the years to say that Sean Richards is the person to take the country forward. It must be something that we should be proud of.
You know what was significant to me about that? I'm seeing the first PAM Prime Minister and the second together, consecutively.
And also maybe one of the future in the audience.
Yes.
Never overlook it.
You never know. You never know.
So that's important.
But certainly a most historic night. And I like the fact that the audience was a nice mix of youth and experience likewise. I mean, I saw grandmothers. I actually saw a woman with a baby in her arm. I saw young children. I saw college age students. And really, it was a time for everybody to mesh and come together in oneness.
Oh, certainly. I mean, the proportion of young people that you have here is really outstanding. But I don't want us to overlook those nationals overseas. A lot of the nationals overseas have been following what's happening in St. Kitts, and although they may not be here as yet, they're paying attention because at the end of the day, the country belongs to them,
yes,
to all of us. But you're quite right that the young people in this crowd is something to behold.
Absolutely.
I see we have the other candidates here. So,
yeah, well, we just have to thank Dr. Sweeney for lending us his input tonight. And I know that you have PAM at heart. And it's good to see you back home. Welcome back. We hope when you leave with your heart full of joy at a PAM victory.
Well, I always say home is home.
Absolutely.
I am PAM. There's no question about where I stand because PAM has done so much to build this country and has a blueprint for the future. You guys been doing a good job. We hope that we could celebrate on August the 6th. Take care.
I am ready. Thank you so much, Dr. Sweeney.
thank you, Dr. Sweeney. We have the candidates for the People's Action Movement. We have Lincoln David Pell, and we are seeing an exchange between Dr. Sweeney and Lincoln David Pell. How are you doing?
I'm okay, I'm doing good.
What are your thoughts about this evening's event?
I think it was very good, highly energized, and all the support for our next Prime Minister, our political leader, Sean Richards, have been given, and I fully support him and as my leader and for the next Prime Minister of this country.
And how did nomination day go today for you?
I was very good. Very good, smooth and easy, but at the same time, I have the support, not even from the people of PAM, but from even
the
other supporters.
Fantastic. We want to continue to wish you all the best. We know it's going to be a tough fight for you, but we're standing in the gap for you.
Well, from going on the ground, it might appear to be difficult from persons who are looking in.
Yes.
But from the inside, looking out, and from hearing from the persons, I will be the victor.
I am looking forward to the results when it comes to constituency number 7 because I think Lincoln David Pell is going to give us something to remember.
Because I have two worthy opponents, and that will make it interesting. Because the PAM supporters and members are coming back and coming back strong. In the constituency of number 7, they are coming back. And even persons from other parties and independents and new voters are coming onto my side. So that is why I'm saying I'm looking for an upset. It will be a big one. And everyone will be surprised. But I am not surprised. I go with the story of David in the Bible. And I am the David, and I will slew the Goliath. However, as well, the promised land. Yes. We are walking to the promised land, not just for the party in general, but for that seed is coming into the promised land.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you, and continue best wishes to you.
Thank you very much for having me. God bless you. Have a blessed one. God bless St. Kitts and Nevis.
All righty.
Laverne, I see our from farm to table.
Yeah.
Troy is able.
Mr. Farmer, Mr. Contractor, how did it go tonight for you? I mean, this was a phenomenal experience tonight.
Yes. I feel the energy. Excuse me for my voice, but it was all about today, man.
I am losing my voice also. It's been a long one.
Yeah,
it's been a long campaign. Period, but the end is in sight.
I'm just enjoying it, you know.
You are?
Yeah.
You look very relaxed these days.
Yes. I'm enjoying it.
Right.
I see victory ahead.
I see it too. And every night, I think the confidence reaches to a new high.
Yes.
And certainly tonight there was that.
Yeah.
Laverne, if, as you said that, I'm thinking about our very last political meeting before the election. And as you said that the momentum keeps increasing, I could imagine how massive it's going to be the day before the election.
Yes. And I guess you're doing everything you can do. You're probably continuing the canvassing.
Yes,
you're continuing the one-on-one. People are probably calling you. You're at the doorsteps. You're at the gates of people.
Yes.
And so that in itself is helping to build your confidence.
I honestly feel like I'm already elected.
Oh, dear Lord. Well, you know what? We are certainly behind you. We are standing in the gap for you. We're wishing you all the best. Don't give up. they're 10 days to go, 9 days to go, and anything can happen. Keep the faith.
Troy, I just want to say, from someone who have watched you from some time, I want to say I'm very proud to see that you're the representative for PAM in constituency number 6.
You know, I must tell you this, right? This journey has been easy because the team, they assist me along the way. And the leader, the Honorable Sean Richards, he's just been like a mentor. So he hold me hand along the journey. Make it easy.
Very good.
That is how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, all the best to you. Stay strong, stay healthy. 9 days to go. All the very best to you.
Thank you. And to everybody out there, vote PAM.
Let me tell you why I sing the live tonight, Let me tell you why I sing the live tonight.
We're getting ready to talk to candidate number 3, the Milo. We don't want any coffee. We don't want any green tea. We just want Milo in number 3.
Well, as a man of the people, all I can say is that what the people want is what the people are going to get.
Absolutely. So in other words, you're saying that you might give them Milo today, but you might have some lemongrass bush for them tomorrow.
Whatever their choice, I'm just here to supply.
Okay, absolutely. No, tonight was a historic one. I mean, we can't overemphasize that. How did it go for you as you sat there on the platform looking down at this massive sea of yellow this evening?
Well, I was there for a good while and then I had to leave and then I had to come back.
Yeah.
But in the time that I was on there and I looked out, it did look like a way of hope, a way of sunshine. All this yellow, I see a big yellow wave coming.
I am confident, if never before, that the People's Action Movement with the CCM Concerned Citizens Movement will be going to Church Street on August 5th, because the results will be in very early. We are going to get those results early, and PAM is going to secure an early victory.
Yes. I'm very excited about that because we are about the people. We are about the people, and the people want that sort of freedom. People want that sort of liberation. And my only regret is that it didn't happen last month. But hey, better days are coming, even though they're coming next week.
Milo, I just want to say congratulations on being selected as a candidate for the People's Action Movement, on being nominated as a candidate for the People's Action Movement, and putting your name in the history books. I know that great things are going to come. I'm looking forward to your race in constituency number 3. I know you're going to do great things on that day.
Well, boy, it's come natural to me, because constituency is where I born and where I raised, right? And I look around and I hear the people cry. I see things that I know can be improved if all we do is pay attention. Because like I said, the answer for most of our problems is in the voices of the people. We just have to listen to them. Right? That's all we need to do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Milo. Stay the course, stay strong. The race will soon be finished, and I see victory in your future.
Well, yeah, we just have over a week and something to go. And then all the trials, all the tribulations, all the sacrifices that you would have made on this journey will be behind of you, and it will be well worth it, because the people of not just constituency 3, but the people of the whole federation will be in a better place come August the 6th.
Absolutely.
Even though I feel that it's going to be an early call, we're going to get the seats that we need and march straight into Church Street the evening of the 5th.
All right, I will be there.
Thank
all
you.
Right.
We're going to speak next to John L. Powell. You know, John L. always takes advantage of his youth, so he was actually doing a little jig just now. But John L., what a night tonight has been. What a night tonight has been.
Yeah, it's been an amazing night to cap off, an amazing day when we all went out and a fantastic session of being nominated in all the constituencies.
What did you think of the man on the horse in Sandy Point this afternoon?
I wasn't expecting it, but why not? He's the next Prime Minister.
You know, I think that the nomination day really has injected a new high into PAM. There's a new kind of excitement now that I think would bode well for polling day on August the 5th.
Absolutely. It really goes to show the kind of support that PAM has out there. And we have the support of the people. We are putting them first to understand that. And I believe that come the 5th of August, they're going to exercise their right and show that they support the People's Action Movement and the Concerned Citizens Movement.
Absolutely.
Janelle, how has the experience been for you tonight?
Tonight was an amazing night. I mean, the crowd was fantastic. Our crowd just keep getting bigger and bigger. We're able to start highlighting some of the issues that we address in our manifesto. And I just encourage everybody to take the opportunity to look at it, because not only do we have the best plan, but we actually have a practical plan that we can execute in a practical way.
I do believe that. And this is your third nomination, and your repeat victory.
Yeah, it's the third one. The first time, well, we did well. Second time, we took the seat home. This time, we're taking home again to our People's Action Movement government.
I want to say congratulations on your nomination, and I'm expecting good things on election day.
Thank you, Board Jepito.
Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Mr. Hamilton, I see you still have some energy left after today.
I'm running on adrenaline.
Well, we are all wishing you well. I think tonight went extremely well. I think that the party's on a new high, and I believe that all of us are sensing victory. What say you?
This is a process, and the process started with the People's Action Movement and the CCM being accused of many things. And we listened, and we have cross-examined their stories. They have been weighed in the balance and found wanting. And therefore, we are at the stage now where we begin to put on our case. And our case is superior to theirs. And I'm basically saying this manifesto is about representation. And we continue to represent the people better than the others. They have shortcomings. We don't have the team. They don't have the caliber of representation. And therefore, we have the better programs and we have the experience to execute those programs. So I have no doubt that the momentum is going to start to build. And by time closing arguments come sometime next week, Wednesday and Thursday, it will be, as I say often, game, set, match. The verdict will be in our favor.
I love the legal analogy. So let me let the legal brain on my left side take it from there.
Just I want to ask you, how has the experience tonight been for you?
Pardon?
How has the experience tonight been for you?
How has the
experience tonight been for you?
Experience tonight.
Tonight experience? Tonight has been a very good night. The crowd was a tremendous crowd. It was a great turnout. And what I'm seeing is that we continue to build momentum. Some of the other parties are squinging up in small streets and small spaces. We are not afraid of the big spaces. When we went to Keon, we went to Maynard's Park. And now we're here in victory, we're on the lawn. We're not afraid of any space. We are showing the people that we continue to build momentum and we want to peak on election day. So I am satisfied with what I'm seeing tonight because we continue to grow, we continue to develop. I think it was a stroke of genius putting the manifesto launch on the same day as nomination day, because one led into the other and we were able to whip up some support, advertisement, and momentum leading into tonight. Absolutely. And I'm simply saying that we are on the go, we are on the move. It's forward ever, backward ever with the people's action.
And I want to say congratulations on your nomination today. I want to say congratulations on your selection in the first place. And I'm expecting great things from you on election day in constituency number 8.
I am expecting great things from the people of constituency number 8. As I say, when the Saints come marching in, we will be counted in the number for PAM. Yes. So I say when St. Mary's and St. Peter's go marching in, it will be constituency number 8 for the People's Action Movement.
Thank you. Thank you, Chesley. I want to say thank you.
I thank you, and I want those who do not know that Connery is in the parish of St. Peter's. So don't feel I'm leaving out St. Peter's. When I say St. Peter's, I'm leaving out Connery and Half Moon. They are in the parish of St. Peter's. Keys is in the parish of St. Mary's, and so is Hopley. So when I say, when the Saints go marching in, I mean the entire parish and the entire constituency of St. Mary's and St. Peter's, which is constituency number 8. Thank you.
Thank you. We have now the Honorable Lindsey Grant in his hometown, constituency 4.
Minister Grant, you brought the fire tonight. We observed that you just did the script and you were vintage Lindsay tonight.
Well, you know, yeah, we at a rally, so you must have rally energy. And so I thought, because of how it was going tonight, I had to bring some real energy in it. And I think I did what I set out to do.
Absolutely. And the fact that the launch tonight was so huge, I think that is also one for the books for constituency number 4 as well.
Absolutely. I think tonight was the most fantastic manifesto launch we've had. The stage was right, production was right, even your media centers, excellent. And again, every single citizen in St. Kitts and Nevis can have access to it by tomorrow digitally.
You know, I've been monitoring the live, and few people now are saying things that are not worthy of repeating. And obviously, they're getting the message that this party is alive and well, and perhaps instilling the fear of God in them. So I want to think that something good is happening. You're on the right track, and I can only encourage the party and you and your constituents to keep on track and don't be distracted.
Well, as I like to tell people, when I'm doing an exam, I like to peak on the morning of an exam, if it's a morning exam, or the afternoon if it's an afternoon exam. We are going to peak at the right time. The momentum is building, and it's going to build until August the 5th, when we go and exercise our right to vote and vote for the People's Action Movement and the Concerned Citizens Movement. I think the people are beginning to understand this party is the party with the policies, the programs, and the ideas. And they're now understanding that the ideas and the policies they're bringing out is for them, the people.
Well, Mr. Grant, I want to say congratulations on your nomination today. It was a very wonderful time, energy-filled. Even in your presentation this evening, very full of energy, very on fire. You brought the heat, so to speak. And I want to say all the best on election day. I know that we are expecting great things from you.
I think we're keeping the ship steady. Victory is in sight because the people understand that at the end of the day, it's not the hype, it's not the praise, it's not the money. It is what you think that the candidates will do for the country. And that they realize that we have the plans, the program, and the policies to push St. Kitts and Nevis upward and forward.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So now we've had such a wonderful time tonight. It has been very warm,
energetic.
I am
lively.
Laverne, I feel like it's been carnival all day. It's been Juve, Last Lap, all of them in one.
Yes, and I think that the people's minds are in the right place after tonight. So we want to wrap up by thanking everybody for turning out tonight. We wish you well, and we want to ask you to get home safely tonight.
Yes. Have a fantastic evening.
Listen up, one for sure. The number four. Oh yeah. One for sure. Yeah, yeah. The number four. One massive. Let me see your body finger. Let me see your body finger. Let me see your body finger. Let me see your energy. One for sure. See number whiskey. Pussy tight. Tight, tight. Pussy no more whiskey. Pussy tight, tight, tight. Come here. Energy. Watch your now. Turn it up. Watch your now. If the voting PAM, if the voting PAM, if the voting PAM. You put the number one, number two, number three, number 5, 6, 7. What's your now? If you vote in number 4, if you vote in number 4, if you vote in number 4, for sure. If you vote in number 4, if you vote in number 4, if you vote in number 4, back for sure. Let's go. Let the devil in. Let the devil in. Let's go. Devil looking for our soul to cross a run. Boy run. The devil looking for our soul to cross a run. Say boy run. Run, 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 run away. Run, 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 run away.
This one taking us straight to carnival. When we say kick them off the wall, we want to see the foot them a move. Right? Boom!
What's
going on? We want to see the foot them a move.
Energy.
Yo, back, punch the thing up.
Super D.
Let's go.
Super D and the captain.
Are you ready?
Yo, yo.
Let me go. Let me go.
Sometimes he ride, sometimes he fall.
This is my last one. Come to kick them off the wall.
Let's go.
Kick them off the wall. Let's go.
Kick them off the wall.
Kick them off the wall. All of them go ball, ball.
Sometimes he ride, sometimes he fall.
This is my last one. Come to kick them off the wall.
Kick them off the wall, kick them off the wall, kick them off the wall.
This one gonna make them ball. This one gonna make them ball. Oh yo, kick them make a ball. Let's go. Kick them make a ball. Shut up. Put them in the place. What up? Put them in the place. What up? What up? This one for the girl them. This one for the ladies them. Lord, 1, 2. Ladies, let's go. Me like you go, she give me headshot, headshot. She like you when me go, she back shot, back shot. Me like you go, she give me headshot, headshot. She like you when me go, she back shot. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Inna the room. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Inna the trap. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Inna the room. Shut up, boss. One more. Listen, let's go. Me like you go, she give me headshot, headshot. She like you when me go, she back shot, back shot. She like you when me go, she back shot, headshot. She like you when me go, she back shot. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Inna the trap. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Shut up, boss. Inna the room. Moderation.
So the girl down there, all gangs, all from in the yard.
Trouble, hey, hey.
Watch it.